Good morning, Gemettes. This is Sarah.
And this is Angela.
We have all sorts of fun things today. We got all the rocks. We got
So
Angela's
many
got
rocks.
a cool story to tell you about some stuff, and
So many rocks.
yeah, like a lot of rocks. But that's how I roll. So there's,
Yes. Yes.
At what point do I not have a lot of rocks with me?
I just got distracted by this one. This one, on the other side, it's a necklace, but it looks like this little sword holding these two pieces together. What? What is? but it's. I don't. You see the sword?
I do see the sword. I see it because it's that metal piece in between.
Yeah.
So you've got it's a double piece. You have selenite on this side and kyanite on this side, and then they welded it together with a silver piece in the middle. So that's exactly what that sword is. Because you're right,
So
right there, it's a little sword.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Where the
Yes. So we have our usual, the Peppermint and Eucalyptus by K&W, the Healing by Clover, and the Grounding by Clover. Man, I could use all of it today. And this one?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Okay.
Same.
The Peppermint and Eucalyptus. I feel like I need a little bit of uplifting today, like spunkiness.
Yeah.
Is where it is.
You do.
And I like this. It's Peppermint and Eucalyptus, but there's a woodsy smell or a cookie smell.
Cookie
Or woody. Smell it.
Let me get it.
Maybe a cookie? I don't know. It smells interesting. Puff it.
My nose is in the candle right now. It smells like the woods to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the
so
woods, but
still the peppermint, but
springtime woods maybe.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Like spring.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I like it. Either way.
Go with that.
Okay. So we're gonna light this bad boy.
Fire it up.
Got it. Oh, it didn't light. It's going. We've used it enough. There we go.
There you go, buddy. Burn.
Ta-da!
Burn.
All right. So, interesting thing. You just had a fun little trip up north. This is what we do in Michigan. We go up north.
Yes.
Right?
All the way up north. And of course my family has got to go all the way up north. So we went to Lake Superior.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful lake.
It is. It's amazing.
And it's so scary. Like it's cold and there's hardly any ships on it because it's just like wavy and cold and crazy, and I freaking love it.
Yeah, you want to know something even weirder about it?
Please tell me.
You're going to love this.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of dead bodies in Lake Superior because it is too cold for the bacteria to grow, so the bodies won't float. So all of the shipwrecks, things like that, those people are still down there, and they're fairly well preserved, which is also interesting. But on top of that, I'm sure lots of people know that bodies won't float, so it might have probably been a popular dumping ground for some people. I'm not really sure.
I feel like if I could choose, put me in Lake Superior
that'd be great.
when I'm done.
Yeah, don't off me and do it. But
like in a peaceful way.
Yes. If I could, isn't that water?
Like the Viking thing.
Yeah.
Put you in a wooden canoe.
Set on fire. That'd be amazing.
A bow and arrow.
Yeah, we really jacked up funerals. They are way not as cool as they used to be.
Right?
I want to be set on fire in the ocean.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, and I want my kids to practice with the bow and arrow.
What if they miss and
you
they
have
just
to
floating
hit it
off forever?
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You should have practiced harder, kid.
See, I guess
right?
so. Yep, now mom's just going to float forever. Thank you very much. See?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Lake Superior.
Yeah,
good stuff.
That's a big job.
Yeah.
But Lake Superior is it's so beautiful up there. And we spent a week just kind of driving along the coast and seeing different rocks and land formations out there. And
there's so many cool cliffs and all sorts of things up there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So there is it's a state park. And so you can drive into it. I'll figure out the name of it. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but you drive there and then you get in a parking spot, and it's this huge area that kind of is very similar to Pictured Rocks, but Pictured Rocks is a United States
national park.
Thank you.
Yeah, national park.
That's
Gotcha.
it. Yes.
Got you. No, state park,
So
national park.
it's a national park. Yeah. So it's a little bit trickier to get in and out. There's more people there usually, and
more rules.
there's more rules. Yeah. And then, but there's this little park that's just kind of, I don't know, 30 miles away from that, upshore, west. And I cannot tell a story very well at all. So there's a national park, Pictured Rocks National Park, and it's just beautiful. The view.
Yeah, I have not been there yet, but I hear good things. But then also, you get online, you get all these people that are posting photos of it, and they've changed the color. They're enhancing it. They're making it pop up so it looks even cooler. So like it's one of those like when you're there, it's pretty amazing, but your pictures don't do it justice. So then you go there expecting all these cool things, and it's actually not there.
Yeah.
So like you're disappointed, but not because it's also pretty amazing.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And it's always one of those things too, like, okay, how many people did you have to edit out of your photo?
Yeah.
Because like me and 100 other people are looking at this rock.
Right. We're all standing there, like it's like the Tower of Pisa, you know, where everybody's standing there holding it up, and you got 50 other people in the background that aren't actually holding it up, but they're for theirs.
Yep. That's exactly what it is up there, but it is beautiful nonetheless. So we were up there, and we went to a state park. And on this, if you take a certain trail, you can get really close to the water, and then you're right on the rocks.
Oh, yes.
And you can like look out into it feels like an ocean because you can't see the other side.
It's so huge.
Of the lake.
I mean, it really is. They've debated on like it's so close to being called a sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They're like, is it? Is it not? We're not quite sure.
It's the second largest freshwater lake in the world, which is pretty cool, I think. But it's just so moody too. I just love Lake Superior. But anyway, so when you go up there and you can walk on these rocks and be close to it, it feels extra dangerous because like you're like, what's happening? Are there dead bodies right under there? Or, you know, is
they're probably further out, but
wave going to come and kill me right now? Like, what is happening? Am I going to freeze real quick? There's so many things, but it's beautiful. And if you follow this trail, you kind of find yourself on top of a rock, and people cliff dive, cliff jump, I guess, from there.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you kind of get there and you're like, whoa, should I jump? I don't know.
How far down is it?
I think it was like 200 feet.
Oh, that's so far.
It was so far. Oh my gosh. So I had my oldest go first, and she's all about it, which was so much fun because she just went up there and jumped and
no hesitation.
Just boom, doing it.
Let's do this.
And then I was like, I think I should go. And so the funny thing for me was, this isn't funny, but for me, a personal goal this year was to let my belly see the sunshine.
I love that goal.
And feel the air.
Yes, which is so hard because that is like the number one thing people get weirded out about. Yeah.
And I was like, so I've always just been someone who's had a t-shirt on all way, like my whole life. And I've never been one of it. Having my belly out has never been easy for me. And so that was my goal for this year. So we went on a spring vacation, and my goal was like to have the belly in the ocean and in the sun. And I was like, I'm never going to be at this place again. So that's a different story for another time. But this time I was like, okay, I got to have my belly out when I jump into this water for a couple reasons. For my personal goal.
Yes.
But also because it's cold and I didn't want like my shirt to get wet, and then I'd be like freezing the whole time.
Oh god, it is so cold.
Yeah.
Not just the water, but the air is pretty cold up there. Even in the summer, it's cold.
Yeah. And so I think, I don't know, we were up there and it was probably in the 70s. So the water is, I don't
40s,
know.
30s maybe?
Freezing.
Yeah,
it's cold. But so I was like, I'm going to do this. No one else in my family wanted to do it. And I was like, I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah.
And so I walked up there and I was expecting people to be perfect and like beautiful up there and just kind of like, you know, fully into it.
Like the cool crowds that you're expecting, you know, like these people know what they're doing.
Yeah, like I was intimidated, you know, just think, because there's a lot of people up there who are like, who's gonna jump, looking around. But then when you get up there and everyone's so nice, like I don't know that I've had that amount of encouragement on anything.
That's great.
And it was there was this not older lady, but a lady the same age as me, and we were talking. She had this full
like a wetsuit?
Swimsuit on, like a wetsuit. She was all covered, and I was like, I'm trying to do the opposite.
Yeah,
I don't ever let my belly out. And she was like, girl, take off your shirt and jump. And that was all I needed.
Yeah.
Because I think if I would have waited any more, I would have like backed
out. Yourself out?
I would have been like, no. And then I just went for it, and it was so much fun.
Yes.
I did it.
How was that initial shock in that water?
Okay, so it's, for me, my focus is on, oh my God, am I going to die? Yeah. Like, that's what I focus on a roller coaster when you're going down. Am I going to die? So the shock for me was like, not dead.
Oh.
So I was okay.
So you're like, doesn't matter that I'm cold, I'm alive.
I'm okay, not dead.
Yeah.
So that was so much fun for me. And I think it would be really fun to like just take a group of women who just want to like try something.
Absolutely.
You know, out of the norm, just jump off of a freaking cliff into the water. I will say though, I did it like 3 more times.
Of course you did. Yep.
Because I was like, hell yeah. And this is my mistake. Oh. So I didn't know or realize that you should jump, but try to make your body straight when you go in the water.
Right, so that way you're not belly flopping in there. Did you belly flop to your feet? Oh, God.
I did not belly flop.
I'm like clutching my pearls here. Oh, no.
It's almost as bad. But so I have no idea about diving. So I was just like, I was just happy to be doing it, right? So next time I go, I'll have a plan. But you're supposed to kind of make your body straight. So only one place like cuts into the water.
Right.
Right? So I was just like, and I think my like legs were kind of like in a seated position.
Yeah.
So my feet hit, and then my ass hit.
Yeah.
So hard because it was like a double break or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God! In my ass, I had.
Did you bruises?
Yes, I have pictures.
We're going to post these? Let's post the pictures.
Yeah, I'll share. Yeah. It's great. I was like, what in the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah.
But then it slapped hard.
Yeah.
It slapped hard.
I bet.
And then I took my ass back up there.
And then you did it again? You're like, yeah.
I was like, I have to try this.
Oh, I like it.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
I would totally do it. I think that would be amazing.
It is. Sometimes you just gotta like let nature take its course on you a little bit.
And good for you to like get over your fear, not only with the belly part, but like just jumping off a cliff, first of all. I mean,
yeah. It was definitely it's a lot, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's so cool that it's like right here in Michigan.
Right.
You just got to go all the way up to the UP. You got to go all the way up to Lake Superior. And it's worth it. It's like 3 hours to the bridge and then 3 hours to the UP. Like it's not.
No, it's not that
so
bad.
big.
I've been up there one other time. I've done Mackinac once.
Okay.
And then this was before I lived in Michigan.
Yeah.
And then I have been up to the UP one other time since I've lived in Michigan. I definitely need to go again because it was gorgeous and amazing. But
yeah.
you know, it's on my to-do list.
Okay.
Let's go back up there again.
Yes.
Yeah, because Lake Superior is where it's at. Copper Harbor is right up there, and Copper Harbor has the best mineral hunting ever. Like, it's great up there. There's a lot of good places to find minerals along Lake Superior because it's still part of that glacial basin. And so that's where the higher ones, you can get a lot of amethyst and things up in that area too. So not just for I want to go jump into the water and do the cool things because that sounds amazing, but I want to find cool rocks too.
Oh yeah,
so, you know.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, the rock hunting is so much fun up there, and I actually have a bunch of rocks.
Yes.
So I was like, I'm gonna bring these to Sarah.
Let's share the rocks
and have her check them out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll let you just kind of look at them, maybe. Although she has to look at them through the microphone. So.
I do. That's okay though. Yes. So you'll notice one thing that you'll notice about there's a lot of rocks here, but the color red. The color red. Do you see a lot of red?
Yes.
Yep. That is very common for Michigan, especially the higher up you go, Lake Superior area, because iron, and iron is red.
Okay.
So you will see a lot of red rocks. Most agates that you'll find out of Lake Superior have red tint to them just because of all that iron. But Michigan is all about the greens and the reds. There is so much iron up here and so much copper. And then copper leaches green colors. So, that's where you're going to get a lot of that. But also, another thing that you'll find a lot of, which I'm seeing a lot in your stack too, you get these rocks like this.
I love those rocks.
You love these rocks. A lot of people do, right? You love these. They have a whole lot of little holes. They're like big cavities. Then they're shiny on the inside in those little holes.
Oh, God.
Yep. These are really cool. These are found a lot in Michigan, actually, because of the glass production.
What?
This is not a rock.
What is
this is slag.
What?
A very common find in Michigan is slag glass. I get a lot of people that are, bringing me, these different colors of glass, things like that. I found this blue obsidian, it's glass.
This is glass?
That is, iron production and glass. When they're doing that, when they're doing the smelting, it produces that, which is a waste product.
This is a waste
That is a waste product, yeah.
Oh, but I think they're beautiful.
Well, even this one right here, same thing. This is a gorgeous green rock.
Yes.
This is slag.
This is slag.
This is not a rock.
What in the heck?
I know. It looks just like, especially on this side, because there's no holes on it. So it looks absolutely like a rock. This is slag. So the iron production so iron production produces a bunch of slag glass.
Okay.
But then also glass production as well.
What?
But yeah, that's where a lot of this is when they're refining things, they get these slag.
Interesting.
So you'll find a lot of it. Now, not all of the ones with holes are slag.
Yeah.
This one, as an example, has a bunch of holes in it, but they aren't big. They're not shiny as much. And this is a conglomerate. So this is a bunch of different minerals pushed together.
Okay.
So there are sometimes gaps and holes when it comes to that.
I think I see.
You got a lot of slag.
Anytime it gets slag.
Especially with it's these holes, or what it really are, the dead giveaway. It's the big holes that are shiny on the inside.
Yeah.
Not sparkly. I mean, they're kind of sparkly, but it's mostly shine. That is an indicator of slag.
Is that because there was like glass in there or something, or
yeah, it's glass waste.
Interesting.
So you know how you can get glass and you can get the frosted look on it?
Yeah.
That's what you got. You have frosted glass and unfrosted glass, essentially. The frosted glass, when it's gray, looks just like a rock.
So there's so much of it. It's just
everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere. People's backyards, everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, all lining the beaches. This is a very common find. Very common.
That's bad, though, right? Because it's man-made.
I mean,
it's a byproduct of
it is a byproduct of smelting, but I mean, bad how? It's not damaging the environment. It's essentially because it's essentially glass, which is also essentially quartz. There's impurities involved in that, but Quartz
Okay.
is silica that has been heated and changed.
Okay.
And it heats and changes in a natural process. It grows in a crystal pattern.
Okay.
Glass is silica that has been heated and changed by a man-made process.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
It's essentially lab-grown quartz. It's not. There are differences.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the very basic sense and how you're trying to explain it right now, yes, that's what glass is in a way.
Yeah.
There's no crystal structure, so it is different, but
Right.
basically the components are there.
My goodness.
So this isn't bad for the environment because it's basically just quartz.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there might be, in the production of smelting and stuff, I haven't really got into that much, but it's just these rocks existing or the slag existing. No, it's not a problem.
I think I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole tonight. On smelting.
Yes. Well, about the slag, this is really neat.
Okay.
Whoa.
We got one good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna lick it because he's cool. Hold on.
Ew.
What?
No.
Yeah, you gotta lick it.
No.
Yeah, you gotta lick it. Don't like rocks, really don't. But I know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna lick the rocks. It's a thing. Well, I would just get it wet, but I don't have anything here to get it wet, and I'm not wasting my Arizona hard iced tea on that.
Fair.
So I'm gonna lick it.
Okay.
So
We don't have water.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you don't yet. We need to make that happen. So this is a conglomerate, but it is a very tiny little conglomerate. So it looks like it has white little dots all over it.
Yeah.
It's almost like they took these little pieces and just kind of glued them together. Mm-hmm. That is essentially what this is. The glue is silica, though.
Oh.
So these little white dots are bits of another rock that got broken up.
Okay.
And then the brown in there is a silica paste, essentially.
Oh.
A lot of rocks are that way. That's what you'll find in any kind of conglomerate, like rock, like granite, stuff like that. It's quartz glue, basically.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a lot of, this is box work, this one too. So, and it's hard because we're going off of a lot of visuals here, but so we'll have pictures for the website and things too.
Sure.
But this one's got some box work in it. So box work means so calcite is a mineral that grows on lots of things, okay? And it'll grow in cavities of quartz, okay? So the more solid rocks will be in there, and then calcite will grow in that cavities.
Okay.
Well, then over time, it'll dissolve, leaving behind the works of the quartz.
Okay.
Right, because the quartz was growing around the calcite.
Yeah.
And they're kind of growing together. So then when the calcite goes away, you're left with these weird, intricate little patterns of spiky things, and that's what that is. It's called boxwork.
Like how long does that take?
For forever,
right?
like thousands of years. Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, but it's natural weathering essentially, but the calcite weathers away faster than the quartz, so the quartz is left behind, leaving those weird little wind patterns. I love boxworks. I think they're really neat.
That is cool. Yeah.
Here's another one of those slags. This one doesn't have a lot of holes in it, but still slag.
Slag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, this guy has a hole in him. He's pretty neat.
Love that one.
So a lot of the black brown ones that you see here, these are they're basalt, which is redonkulously common, andesite, basalt, all of that. That is it's one of those. It's a rock that makes up a good chunk of the world.
Yes.
So you're going to find a lot of it.
Also feels really good when my lady uses them when I'm getting a pedicure, and she rubs them on my calves.
Oh yeah, hot rocks are so nice because they hold the heat so well.
That's what I was thinking when we were grabbing all these.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna pop them. How do you do it? You just pop them in the microwave?
No,
like,
don't
get
pop
them
them in the microwave. No, I mean I guess I don't. Okay, actually I don't know. My initial response was no, but okay, I'm still gonna say don't, just because it might ruin your microwave. It's not gonna ruin the rock.
Let's not recommend that.
It's not gonna ruin the rock, but it could possibly, because you don't know what's in the rock, and metals in the microwave are bad.
That's
there
fair.
are a lot of metals found, so don't microwave rocks.
Don't do anything that Angela says.
I mean, it's usually
friends.
safe for the most part. You're a lot of fun though.
Okay, so how do you warm up a rock?
So
like,
crock pots are what a lot of people do. I guess you could sit on it too. That would take forever. Crock pots. I have a lot of people that they'll do crock pots. They'll put like a little bit of water in the bottom of it and then just put the rocks in the crock pot, and then they stay warm that way.
Okay.
Towel warmers too. They can heat up rocks.
Okay.
Same type of idea. You just set them on the towels and the rocks stay hot.
What kind of temperature?
I don't know.
Can I put them in the oven?
Yes, you can put them in the oven. You cannot put that oven high enough to hurt the rock.
Okay.
Is what I am saying.
Okay.
Even those slag pieces, which are actually glass, I don't think your oven is going to get high enough to cause a problem there.
Okay, but you don't want to touch the rock with your hand.
Because they'll be hot. You know, I mean, if you put it in the oven at 500 degrees, it's going to be 500 degrees. Like,
will it absorb?
Yes, it'll hold that heat.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I am not as much of a scientist to know what the cooling off period and the heat retention of each individual rock. That I do not know.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, they hold the heat for a long time.
Yes.
Like a long time.
Yeah.
So, and they hold a lot of it. I have been burnt by rocks before, so that is a thing.
I'm going to do some experimenting with that.
Yes.
We'll get back to you.
We have hot rocks massages.
Hot rocks,
Hot rocks.
Just find a little spot in here to have a little crock pot.
There you go.
We'll
just sit here with hot rocks on us all the time. I kind of like it.
That's what, I mean, midlife, it sounds great.
Yeah, it does, because I put that on my hip. That would be nice.
That we found in Lake Superior.
This guy is interesting.
Oh.
So he's slag, but also something else, and I don't know what it is.
Oh.
He might have a little bit of iron in him still.
Did we stump Sarah?
I don't know if stump is the right word. I would have to actually this is the first one I found that I can't immediately identify off the top of my head. So
fair,
that's
fair.
something. But I mean, it's slag, so I did it's slag.
Yeah.
But I think it's the wrong weight. So it looks like it's too heavy for it. It looks like there's actual iron bits, because like I said, it was made in the production of. So I think there's actual iron bits in that piece, which is cool.
Iron.
Yeah. So again, back with that iron, you've got this piece here. It's a basalt, black basalt, but then it has that orange band across it with some red in it.
Yeah, what's that?
Iron.
Oh.
It's iron staining.
Iron.
Yep, iron staining. That's what that is.
You know what else folks do up on Lake Superior?
What?
They mined for gold.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
There's this whole water filtration thing.
Yeah.
And they just sit there and look for gold.
Do they find it?
Traces.
Yeah.
I guess some YouTuber went on Lake Superior and found a bunch. And then a bunch of people saw that video. And now there's so many people out there that try to find gold. I don't think they find enough where...
So it's I've never heard of a gold rush in Michigan.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I know it's here. It's not, it is not impossible to do, but doesn't...
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
So it was bizarre. It was a lot of people from Wisconsin, which, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was... I didn't get into it too much, but it involved getting water from the lake in a 5-gallon bucket, pouring it into another bucket, and then putting sand and rocks, whatever, a scoop of the earth in there and letting it filter.
Yep.
But it took an hour for 5 gallons. And these people are just sitting there, just living their best life. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could just set it and forget it and go do something else, but I don't want to just be sitting there staring at it.
But there was so many people,
yeah.
What if they found gold?
Yeah.
And then your neighbors saw it and you were there?
They won't steal it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I was just looking for rocks.
I don't feel like you're going to find, I mean, maybe, but I don't feel like you're going to find enough gold to make it worth it unless you're that's what all you're doing. But even then, I don't think there's enough up there. I mean, maybe, but...
Yeah,
we just haven't found it, I guess. I don't know.
Or that YouTuber got all of it.
Yeah, I mean, unless he got all of it, or what if he seeded it? What if he brought his own gold and was like, hey, look, I found some gold. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. People have it all the time. People are like, I found this rock, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
You got, ooh. Oh. Look at this bright red one.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. That is a jasper. Bright red jasper.
Bright red jasper.
All the iron. Yeah, a lot of these are really neat. This one almost looks like it's shaped it looks like my rabbit. So I also brought some rocks.
Oh yeah. And what do you have over there?
Well, see, these aren't as cool because they're not from Lake Superior. But that guy's cool too. That's a sandstone. See, we're not getting anywhere because I'm just gonna keep getting sidetracked by rocks. But yeah, so that's a sandstone. And so quartzite.
This looks like a snickerdoodle cookie that I baked for too long and it just got really, really hard in the oven. That's what it looks like.
That one is a pre-quartzite. So do you see this guy?
Yes.
This is quartz, but
Okay.
not. It's quartzite. So this is like, it's essentially, if you were to take quartz, grind it up, and glue it back together, that's what this is. It's
Okay.
quartzite.
Okay.
That is not all the way finished quartzite. So you can see what I'm talking about with like the microcrystalline structure there.
Yeah.
There are all these little tiny dots. It looks like they were glued together. It's harder to see in this one because it's fully formed.
Yeah.
But when you see them both together, do you see how it happens? Can you see what I'm saying a little bit?
I do. Yes.
Yep.
So, but this little cookie here, this is all it's ever going to be though, because it's not under pressure anymore.
Because you took it out of its environment. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If you were to put it back in the water area environment so it could get rained on and get more mineral collection, then it will start changing.
Oh,
I mean, not in your lifetime. You're never going to notice it. But
all right, buddy.
sorry. You could try, but no. But on this quartzite, do you see these green chunks? This is really cool. See those big green pieces?
Yeah.
That's epidote. That is a common mineral that you find in Michigan a lot. It's bright green. You'll find it on it's what's called unikite or unikite. I don't know however you want to say that, but it's a green pink feldspar. So it's feldspar, jasper, and epidote in it. But most things that you see are green are epidotes.
Okay, so this rock reminds me of like an M&M. That's
what I was gonna say. Like a peanut M&M is what it reminds me of.
Like the shell got cracked.
Yeah, and the chocolate's coming out.
Yeah. What is that? Like, what am I holding? Is
that
an egg?
No,
Like...
that's a conglomerate.
Oh.
So that is, you can see. So a pudding stone is the same type of thing.
Okay.
And so what this is just rocks glued together with some silica. Again, but this is much more concretion-like.
Yeah.
You know, so that I think that actually might be concrete in there. That is gluing them together. But yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a mix of things.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's any other. I mean, I think they're all great.
They are all great.
I'm probably going to dump these out in the rock pile.
Oh, I like it.
So when folks come around, it'll be like,
they can see these rocks.
Which ones do you think are from Lake Superior?
Yeah. Which ones are slag?
Ooh. Rock hunting with Sarah.
Yeah. Oh man, it'll be so much fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
So I brought some too.
Yeah, let's see what you got over there.
These are little bits and pieces that I have collected over time. So I mean, even just to tie it in right here, this is an amethyst from the Lake Superior area.
Okay.
So this is what is called, it's a hematite cap.
A what?
So this is an amethyst. You see the purple.
Okay, see purple on one side.
And then reddish on the other.
Yeah.
Right? This
What's
is a
happening?
hematite cap. So a lot of times when amethyst grows, there'll be hematite in its production.
Okay.
Right? And this is setting on top of it. So this red is a hematite that didn't grow through it, just sat on top of it. So they aren't one and the same. They're coating each other, basically. So these are usually found, they're called Thunder Bay amethysts off of Ontario. But you can find them in Michigan, Lake Superior, all of that.
Sarah just did a little toss of the
I did
rock
toss it
too.
because I'm cool. You like that?
I made the eye contact.
Yeah, I was like, "What's up?"
I wish we could have had that. This is great. This is like codependency rock.
Codependency rock? Because they need each other.
Yes.
But they don't need each other though. That's the thing. They really don't. Yeah.
They don't. But
Hematite can do its own thing. Amethyst can do its own thing. But they are permanently stuck together now.
Yes.
Because they got married and grew together.
Yep.
Well, that's what that is. That's what that is. So then, we'll talk about this guy because I know you love him very much.
Yeah.
So this is a quartz piece.
Yeah.
And it's a very irregular growth pattern. So a lot of, like I said, it is. A lot of these are from my personal collection that I have found over the years that they're just interesting. Geologically or just visually. And this is one that is interesting visually. So it's got 3 quartz points, essentially. But it kind of, so I call it, it's like a hand that's flipping you off.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I see that.
Because it has the 2 fat points at the bottom and then the one skinny one in the middle sticking straight up for no reason at all.
Yep,
and it looks like someone giving you the finger.
It does.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say it was?
Well,
you really
but
like
if you,
this, weren't you?
yeah, if you put it the other way.
So if you turn it upside down, it looks like a torso with something dangling. Is that where you're going with that? It's a penis rock, huh?
It looks like the family jewels.
Yeah. Ooh,
right?
Let's call it the family jewels.
All right. I'm gonna write
So
that
it could
down.
be flipping you off or the family jewels.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really cool quartz piece. It's got some phantoms in it too, so you can see that the gray that's cutting through the middle of both of those two pieces. Mm-hmm. That is a phantom. So that was another quartz point growing on in there too. So it has a lot going on, and it's really neat. And it's cool that these 2 points are going in this direction, whereas this one little skinny one is going the exact opposite direction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're growing away from each other, which is not super common either. So this is a really neat piece geologically, and just because it's kind of cool looking at it visually.
So I have a question.
Yep.
How can you tell that this happened in nature and someone didn't put this together to look like this?
Good question.
Right?
Good question. So these 2 points, you can the bigger points you can see are grown together.
Yeah.
Right? Like you cannot separate
That's
them. They are
definitely
one
one
and the
piece.
same essentially.
Yeah.
Like this one has its own pointing and this one has its own pointing, but they are together.
Yep.
Right? This
Yeah.
one, I can see what you're saying. What it looks like somebody might have glued it in there.
Yeah.
But if you look on the back right in here, you can
Okay.
see where it is grown together with this other piece of quartz.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Then it does have a lot of mix-ins here, but that is also quartz based.
Okay.
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 And then you can see it here too. So this side does look like it could have been glued. Sure. I mean, it's not, but it if you don't know what you're looking at, 100% this looks like it could be glued.
Yeah.
But this side, it is absolutely grown into that. But even further, if you look down into it in the back, you can see it's growing through all the way.
Nice.
So while this part looks grown through, when you flip it over, it's all the way on the inside of that as well.
It's so
Do you want
beautiful.
to look at it like this? This one too?
Yes. There
Yes?
you go.
This guy? Is that better for you?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a fun rock.
It is. It's
I'm glad you brought that
really
one.
neat. Yeah, it's a really neat piece. He's interesting. I don't know.
It's so tiny.
Yeah. I have a couple other quartzes that are neat for the same type of reason. This one has a double point, so it's a little broken, but this is a natural break. Mm-hmm. But it's pointed on this side and pointed on this side, which is a double termination. You can see here where it was growing in the middle. That's where it was connected to the host piece of it, and then it went in both directions.
So cool.
Yeah. And it's got the lines in it for a phantom connection. So do you see the etchings?
Yep.
Yep. That was, and you can see it on this side too. That was where another quartz point was abutted up against it,
Okay.
and they were able to be separated.
And they got this. Wow. This one is really cool.
He is. Yeah, it's a cute little. I love double terminations just because they're not rare. They're uncommon. But I like the way that they grow because they're just two different ends of each point.
Yeah. That one's really cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that one.
All right, so then we'll go with these two are very similar, but I still like these two. These are both tabular points. So most quartzes will point in a regular point. You see it all the time. It's just, like a normal pyramid type thing. These are tabular formations. So they are flat. They just look like tabs. And this first one is really cool because he has a lot going on the inside, but he is very much a tabular point, but he has all these extra points in there that you don't see right away. Like there's one tiny one right there. There's another one right there. You go on the bottom, there's another one there. There's another one there. There's another one there. So this is a double terminated point with many points.
Ooh.
And it has this cool little guy on the side called a sidekick.
Yeah, the sidekick is super cool.
Yep. So when you have another little quartz crystal growing on the side of it, it's called a sidekick. There's all different mother and child formations and things like that, but this is what's called a sidekick.
Okay.
And it's neat because it's also a bunch of tabular quartzes.
Oh.
So you can see
okay.
there's multiple ones growing on that, so that's really cool too.
So are these tiny ones
Yep.
off of the sidekick? The sidekick?
Yeah. The sidekick's got a sidekick.
That's great.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Okay.
Yeah. And then the last little quartz guy that I brought today it's another tabular quartz, so you can see the tabs. But this guy is neat because it's a twin. So what that means is you can see that from this side, it looks like one quartz piece. From this side, you can see that it is two pieces grown together.
What?
And they are the same height, give or take.
Yeah.
Right? And then, so again, on this front, you can see that this side grows over and wraps around this other piece.
Yeah.
Right? It goes all the way over, but on the back, they don't. So this is called a twin.
So wild.
Isn't it?
That is, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really interesting formation when they do that. A lot of the ones that are called twins do have two complete separate quartzes that are basically connected just along the side.
Yeah.
This is more basically a conjoined twin.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is a conjoined twin because they are not separate, but they are.
So cool.
So these ones, they could not be separated at all.
No, they were. I like that. All right, so that's number 5.
There you go. Look at all those.
I'm going to
we're
number
doing
these.
good. We're doing good.
All right. Maybe we should look through 2 more.
2 more? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I love, because I could do this all day long, right?
Yes.
So we'll stick with our quartzes things, and so I'm going to throw out this other little quartz point, and then I'm going to throw out my flower agate here. Well, it's flower amethyst. But. So this quartz point is rough. You're looking at it, and it looks like a war zone on the inside. It is just, everything is going on, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's just a mess
It
in
is.
there.
Yeah.
The crystallization process, while this was happening, was really, really hard, and it just messed up a lot. But if you look through the very clear window in the front, you can see this is a really nice phantom. So this is what would be called a lodestone quartz when there's or a garden quartz. When there's a lot of things going on the inside like this with the background, a lot of times they'll cut it and polish it so it looks like a window.
Okay.
It's into the stuff.
Yeah.
But this guy, if you look right in the top part of that window, you will see 3 or 4 direct lines of points.
Yeah.
Shadows, per se.
That's wild.
Those are phantom points. So those are other quartz points growing or were growing on the inside of that one.
What?
And that's the phantom outline of that. So that guy's really neat too.
That is a really cool one.
Right, and he's smoky too. And he's a little bit smoky, but the gray in that one is it's carbon. So a lot of grayish quartzes that you'll see are smoky quartzes. This one is actually carbon based, so he's a little smoky, but for the most part, that is carbon that's causing the gray look in there. So he's pretty cool.
So how does it grow? Does it grow like on its side, or does it grow up like this?
So follow the lattice pattern. On quartzes in particular, not all of them have visible patterns. Quartzes usually do. So you can see the growth lines in the shine. So if you're looking at it and you see the shine, you see the lines going across like that.
Yeah.
That's the growth lines. So it's going back and forth like this.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Not all minerals will do that, and you can't always see the crystallization pattern, and in polished you can't at all.
Yeah.
But in this one you can, and it's one of the ways that you can tell that quartz it's a natural grow versus a lab grow.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. So that's the pattern. Yeah, you can see it all the way throughout. But with quartz, the windows don't ever have the lines.
Okay.
They will sometimes have little triangles in there, and that is dings from kimberlite pipes.
From what?
Kimberlite pipes. When they're coming up from the whole production of quartz and things and the magma and all the flows, without getting into too much geology, there are pipes that bring it up to the surface. Kimberlite pipes. They ding things sometimes. Diamonds will also have little tiny triangles. Most of them you have to look through a microscope to see, but you'll see little triangle etchings throughout them. It's damage from kimberlite pipes.
What is that? What is it?
They're just, it's basically it's the Earth's moving system for minerals and magma.
Oh.
They all have to come up pipes from somehow, right? We start at the core, and then we come up, and that's how the whole process happens. And then the volcanoes erupt, and they deposit minerals, and then the minerals sink down, and then it comes back up, and it's a whole life cycle of the rock. Kimberlite pipes are one of the many ways that these things happen.
I've never heard that term in my life. Is that a common thing?
I mean, yes. I guess. Like, I'm not sure. Wait, what do you mean by common? But
like, is it taught in schools?
Yes.
Oh,
I think so.
I'm finding that a lot of my high school education out in the boondocks, I'm finding some gaps.
Yeah. Well,
I find some gaps every now and then.
there's also when you're in middle school and even elementary school, you're building. So what they're doing is they're giving you the basics with a lot of information on top of it.
Yeah.
They want you to retain the basics.
Yeah.
And if the other stuff stays, cool, right? That's where it's at.
Okay,
so,
we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
I brought up Kimberlite pipes. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so here's our Kimberlite pipes. See? It's just a thing, and it's just a part of the process for how rocks move around in the crust.
You're just blowing my mind.
This is Geology 101, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty basic geology.
It's funny.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not very good with geology. I'm really good with mineralogy, but not with geology.
Okay.
So, this is one of those geology things that I do know.
So this goes all the way to the core? Kind of? To the magma. It goes all the way to the magma.
Mm-hmm.
What was that sound?
That's me being like, yes, but no, and
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look up Kimber pipes and check that out. Kimberlite pipes are pretty cool. But that is part of the process of the earth crustacean.
So stuff comes up through it.
Mm-hmm. And down. Up and down. Flows.
Oh, it does go
Flows.
down.
Flows.
It goes down the pipes too?
Flows. Flows.
Flows.
Flows. Just flows. Everything flows. Life flows.
So, okay. So do we know where these pipes are?
I mean, yes, they're all over the place. It's not like you can just go to a pipe and wait for a rock to come out. That's not how this works.
Like, can you just like?
We're talking volcanoes and stuff here.
Push me down.
Do you want to go in a volcano? Is that what you want to do?
When I die, so we started the episode.
We did start off with that. We did
with Lake Superior. Like, I feel like this could be a good option.
Yeah,
like just push me to the center of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
There
you go.
Let me be a rock.
There you go. I mean, that's not really how it works. There's not just a hole that I can send you to the center of the earth. In fact, like we still can't get there all the way. But yeah, it's we only know what's in the core due to imaging. We have not made it to the core. Did you know that the core is going in reverse though?
Same. I did hear that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
And it's concerning.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It happens.
Oh.
It happens.
We're not concerned.
No, I mean, I'm not concerned. No.
When will be? When
not in my lifetime. I'm not concerned at all. No.
When will people be concerned about that?
No. Well,
1,000 years from now.
Yeah,
when they
probably.
Get spinning super fast.
So we are losing time right now. But again, time is irrelevant because time doesn't exist. We've just created time. So throwing that out there.
Okay.
I know it's such a crazy concept, but it is. So because of the Earth's core, the slowing down, the rotation has changed a little bit. Okay. Which has lengthened or shortened the days. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So essentially, with the core spinning and changing, it is starting to change time. It's not changing time; it's changing the rotation, which is changing time as we understand it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with
good.
you.
All right. Good.
You brought it all the way down and then all the way up.
I like it. Adaptive.
And I brought it down.
Adaptive.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
So
that was a clear visual.
A lot of it comes down to we don't know. Like what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But also, whatever. Let's find out.
It's a fun ride. Sometimes when I've been spinning the same way, sometimes the only thing to make me feel better is to spin the opposite way.
This is true.
So maybe the earth is
healing.
Yeah.
The earth is healing.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It's like, I'm done with you guys. We're going in reverse. Back it up. We're done.
We'll try something else now. A little dizzy here.
Yeah, but no, that's a totally common thing that happens. Just stop spinning and do whatever it wants.
Yeah. Do you think we should put these on the website? These rocks?
Yes, we totally should. I think other people should have these.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're all really cool for different reasons. So yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, we'll have to name them, of course.
Should we name them?
Yes, we definitely should name them.
Okay, number 1 was the amethyst, and what?
That's a hematite cap.
Which
one? Cap.
Cap.
He's Cap.
He's Cap.
Yeah, he's the captain.
Captain?
Ooh. Well, we could just call him Cap. Capitan. Let's call him Capitan.
Because the kids say, no cap. I
don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
I think it means a lie.
Oh, it's not a lie. No cap.
Yeah.
I'm not messing with you.
No cap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does bussin' mean?
No clue on that
Okay,
one.
because I know I've seen a meme or something where it's like straight bussin', no cap, and I don't know what that means at all.
Bussin'.
I'm picturing a bus driver with a hat on.
Oh.
Well, without a hat, because it's no cap. So straight bussin' without a hat. She's driving her bus, no hat on, good to go. Yep, that's what that is. Straight bussin', no cap.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, okay.
Do we want to call this the bus driver?
Ooh, I like it. There you go. The bus driver. No cap.
There we go.
So weird. So weird. I've got a name for this one already.
Okay.
That's number 6.
Number
so
6.
Going out of order.
That's okay.
But yeah. The Phantom of the Courts. Because he is the Phantom of the Courts. He's got like a whole bunch of phantoms in there. So the Phantom of the Courts.
Phantom of the Courts. Okay.
And this one?
Yes.
He's going to be totally tabular.
Okay, I like it.
Totally tabular. Because he is.
Tab with a B.
Yes.
You are.
Totally
I like it. Okay, that was
tabular.
number 4.
Mm-hmm.
That was the sidekick.
Yes, the one with the sidekick.
The sidekick guy.
He's rad, though. He's totally tabular.
He's rad.
Yeah.
Sidekick rad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 3. This was the
double termination point.
Yeah. What's happening with that thing?
Yeah. So he's going in 2 directions, and he's got a lot of growth opportunities. Let's see. What do you think?
All I'm seeing is like parallel line that just goes forever.
Ooh.
You know?
A parallel line going forever. Isn't that called something?
Parallel lines.
Well, I know, but like I thought.
Like 2?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a parallelogram. I don't know. Oh, okay, we're talking things we don't know anymore. So
math.
Math.
We stepped into math.
Oh, get away!
But when you're doing math and you have to put the arrow on the side, right? That it goes forever.
Yes.
What is that called?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody with math, help us out here.
Let's just name this one math.
Okay, that one's math.
Yep,
math. Solve its own problems.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Math.
All right, number 5.
That's the conjoined twin.
Yes.
Ooh. Isn't there like there's famous conjoined twins, right?
Red rum it is.
Red rum.
Red.
Because that one's probably my favorite out of all the ones right there, right now.
Yeah.
Geologically, that one is the coolest.
If you just kind of take a second to really look at the rock and what's happening in there, it is so cool. And then like how, so when Sarah picks up a rock, she always turns it and like looks at it, and she's probably processing like whatever's happening real fast. But for me, I have to kind of look slow because I don't know what I'm looking for. And then so I'm slowly turning this thing, and then I'm seeing like all the little points that she saw, like boom, you know, but like.
How that one wraps around in the front is just so neat.
Yeah.
Because it's seamless.
Yeah.
Like you don't see it wrapping around until you get to this corner, and then you see that it did.
Yeah.
It's that piece is really amazing.
It's really cool.
It really is.
That's a good one.
Yeah. He's just like a thumb-sized quartz, but man, he is neat.
Red rum. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go take a food break.
Yeah.
And we'll close this off.
I like it.
And
we will talk to you guys next time.
Wait.
What?
Back it up.
Oh.
We got to do a gem.
We do have to do a gem because we keep
gem.
forgetting to do this. Yes.
Life gem.
Okay.
Life gem.
Okay. Do you have any? Do I have any? What do we got here? Oh, I got some.
Okay.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was not a life gem. That was just a funny. It says, dating again, so if you see me out with your dad, don't be surprised.
And to that we say goodbye.